Hey guys, it's Katie from Katie Creative here, and it is my mission to help you build a brand that you love. So I'm here recording bright and early with my green smoothie, and I want to talk to you all about how to market on LinkedIn and how to create content for LinkedIn. So, LinkedIn is a really great place to share your knowledge, especially if you're a service-based business. And the other great thing about LinkedIn is that it's got really good organic reach, which just means that when you do post something on LinkedIn, a lot of your contacts see it, whereas on Instagram and on Facebook, not so many people see it with the analytics. You really have to put some money behind it in terms of boosting the post or ad spend if you want people to see it. So it's a great time to take advantage of LinkedIn as a place to market. And so I've got a couple of tips for you that will just make things a little bit easier and just get the max out of your posts, because I'm all about working smarter rather than harder. So the first thing is to try to encourage as much engagement as you can from a post. So once someone comments on your post, then your post suddenly becomes available and is seen by that person's whole network. What an amazing marketing opportunity of getting the word out there. So by actually calling out and asking questions in your post, or asking people's opinions and encouraging them to comment on the post, that's automatically going to get your post seen by so many more people. So that's a really great way of doing things. And if you want to take it even one step further, you could create specific posts for specific industries. So if you work with, say, 3 or 4 different industries, you could create a video or a post that's, say, all about the real estate industry, let's just say, and target it at that. And what you would do is actually call out that industry in your post. So you'd say, are you, in the real estate industry and looking to grow your brand, let's just say. And then you've got that person's attention, then you ask a question at the end, and then if people in that industry comment under it, chances are they're connected to lots of people that are also in that industry. And so suddenly your post is very targeted, and it's now going out to so many people that are in that industry that you want to go after. So it's a very, very smart way of just getting in front of people in that industry. Now, the next thing that you should always do in LinkedIn is use native content. Now, what I mean by that is LinkedIn does not like when you send people off their platform. So LinkedIn wants to keep people on LinkedIn. So if you're posting, say, a link to YouTube, or you're posting a link to a Facebook post you did, then LinkedIn isn't going to promote that post, and in the algorithm, it's just not going to go out to as many people. So what you need to do is make sure that if you do a video, for example, you upload it directly to LinkedIn. And before you freak out because I'm talking about video, it doesn't have to be scary. Video can be so easy. And a lot of people say, I wish I could do video, but I just don't have time. I'm here an hour before anyone else gets here in the office, and I'm recording 4 videos back to back on my iPhone. So it does not have to be hard. You can make time, just set aside an hour, come in a little bit early, use your iPhone. It's easy. And if you do need help with it, you can just let me know. Just comment below. I've also got a really good training series on how to use video, so I'll also pop that link in the comments below for you. Using video, uploading it directly, and just making sure that anything you post on LinkedIn is native. Now, the next thing is to mix a little bit of personal with a little bit of business. So obviously it's predominantly a business platform, so talking about business is great. But every, couple of posts, it's great to also share some personal insights. And whether that's just, your opinion on a topic, or, maybe what you've learned from being in business so far, or just something with a little bit of a personal spin that people can relate to, because people love stories. You can just pick up on messages so much easier by hearing a story rather than by listening to someone talk in their real industry jargon. That's just boring. So, we really need to try to contextualize it, and just to really tell a story that will get your audience to kind of really pick up on your message a lot easier. Also get to know you a little bit better, and that really builds the trust if they can feel like they relate to you, they know a bit more about you. So try doing a post that's just your take on a situation, your take on an industry topic, Or for example, you could do a wrap up. So, what I've learned, 5 things I've learned in 2019 about X. Try that, just see how it goes for you, and it's always worth experimenting. I also love to experiment between, doing more of like a blog post on LinkedIn, the article, or just writing a shorter post. So just try a mix of things, try a mix of formats, try a mix of personal and professional, and really just take note of what is working for you. Okay, and the last tip that I have today is that if you're going to repurpose, make sure you format it correctly for LinkedIn. So what I mean by that is a lot of people like to repurpose, and I personally love it, because what it means is that you're taking, for example, a blog or a post from Facebook and you're reusing it on Instagram and on LinkedIn. So it's just working smarter and not harder. It's, taking something really good, so create a really good piece of content and then reuse it, because not everyone is going to be on the same platforms. So if you are going to do this, just make sure that you do tweak it a bit to the platform. So for example, on Instagram, everyone loves emojis, everyone loves hashtags, and so your post is probably going to have all the emojis, all the hashtags. But on LinkedIn, that just doesn't really work. So I would get rid of all the emojis, and if you're going to use hashtags, use maybe 2 to 3 that are very targeted. It's not like Instagram where you put up 30. So just keep that in mind if you are repurposing your content. Make sure that you think about the platform and the audience and tailor to it. So I really hope some of these tips have been helpful. If you do have any questions, pop them in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you back here next week.